Today in the Panorama Brand Studio, I'm your co-host Whitney, and in honor of my birthday month, shout out Aquarius, I'm taking over the pod today. JK, sort of, but actually, I'm really excited to be here and host with two of my besties, Alexis and Sebastian, and two of the best humans. Aww. In case you missed the major news, first off, are y'all hiding under a rock? Because it's been all over social. But if you've been taking a break from social, well, good for you. But I digress. Here we are to celebrate these two as they just got engaged. Everybody, round of applause. Look, she's got the ring.
Finally.
So what better way to celebrate an engagement and the month of love than by joining us for a special episode all about love? Today, we will chat about what makes a successful, loving partnership and how to love yourself better this month and all year long. And to kick things off, we have a spicy Valentine's Day game. And maybe you can recreate and play this with your significant other at home to see how well you know your partner. So let's get into it and have some fun. You guys all ready?
Right. Let's do it.
Are we feeling good?
Confident.
We're
Put me in,
super
coach. I'm
excited
ready.
For some fun. This will be a great.
So, a couple of ground rules. Here's how the game of love works. I've created 14 for, 214. 14 love-related questions, and both Alexis and Sebastian have answered what they believe their partner's answer will be. And they did this ahead of time. So they've sent me all of their own answers to the questions. And I get to quiz them to see just how well these lovebirds, fiancés, know each other.
Who do we think's really going to win? Me, for sure.
Was that even a question? So I'm going to read the questions. I'm going to let you guys answer what you put. And I'm also going to be looking at my cheat sheet here, my answer key, because I want to make sure that you guys aren't cheating, all right? LOL, we're going to begin here. So a couple of things. This game, how well do you know your partner's love language? In case you're not familiar, the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So, do you guys understand these? Do we have any questions? I should have probably asked you that before I sent the questions, but
I just lighted a candle and be like, okay, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
We went with our instinct, our intuition.
I like that. Just go with your gut.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get started. The question is, what are your partner's top 2 love languages? So, Alexis, what did you say his top 2 are?
So, when we've talked about love languages before, my fiance goes, a little bit of all of them. So, that's his favorite answer.
Oh, yes.
But I feel like just based on our relationship, he does like words of affirmation, like when I write him little notes or tell him loving things, but also touch. And I think, that's something we both like. So, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, 1. I mean, the notes are cute, but no, I like more the touchy.
And you put quality time as well.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, there you go. You don't know me.
I love that. I always feel like you have to kind of beg a guy for time, but you're really good at it. I love that you spend time with me.
Yeah, I know. And she wants more.
And what did you say?
Same, like quality time, and for her it was also like words of affirmation. She always likes to be, let's say, always for me telling her how proud I am of her, how I love her, and she's like, oh, yes, tell me more.
Alexis?
I always say mine are physical touch and quality time.
Okay.
However, I can always agree that I like all of them.
Yeah, you see? You cannot put
and maybe
a number to love.
It's not like we took a formal quiz and it's been a while, but I feel like several years ago I took it and that's also what I got. But I would say over time, maybe words of affirmation has become more important to me. And Sebastian does that really well.
And I think, too, there could be certain times of life where maybe you want one of these more than the other. Or
True.
One is going to be more important.
Yeah. We're definitely both touched though, because we're the PDA couple in public.
You think?
And that's partly because he's Latino and romantic.
You can tell they love each other whenever we're hanging out. So, okay, moving right along. What is your partner's favorite nickname for you? This one got kind of weird.
We could go down a rabbit hole with this one.
Yeah, I got some really interesting answers. So, let's start with Sebastian on this one. What did you say that her names for you would be?
For me, it will be Bebe.
Yeah.
She always says that. And mi amor. I would say that.
Pretty spot on.
We added, yeah.
There you go.
And Alexis?
So I wrote a long list because Sebastian has so many pet names for me. But when I first met him, mi guapa, which is my beautiful, was my favorite. And that's something I used to journal. I wanted my future partner to always call me beautiful. So when he would call me mi guapa, I was just head over heels. And then, of course, he calls me mi amor, cosita. And then we have some funny names. Like after the gym, it's like smelly cat, onion, or he'll call me carrot if I'm cranky.
I have garlic listed as well.
Garlic, yeah, it's all in the same realm of.
Yeah.
And we
silliness.
forgot an honorable mention that you put, Sebastian, Poppy. Ay, Poppy.
I don't call you that.
Ay, Poppy. Do you say that? I've never heard
No,
you
only
call
if
him.
I'm like dramatically joking.
But you do. That's it.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, but you can see if you're listening how this got really entertaining for me reading these.
Yeah, and I feel like Smelly Cat because when we first met, I would watch Friends on repeat. So that was his nickname for me.
Yeah. Every time she came from the gym or something. And you know that specific smell from the outside? And you're like...
You smell like outside.
He's not, yeah, but now he has a nickname for it.
Yeah,
or I'll
Smelly
call
Cat.
him Sourdough.
Yeah.
He's my
Sourdough.
sourdough.
Now we know it's the detergent she buys from...
No,
Not the detergent she buys, I don't know, these
doesn't he look like a sourdough?
naturals.
I love the smell of sourdough.
Right? It's like a
I'm just saying,
compliment.
I would take that as a compliment.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody likes bread.
Okay, moving on from bread. What is your partner's ideal date night? All right, Alexis, what do you think Sebastian's ideal date night is?
Sebastian loves to go out drinking and dancing. I've never seen him light up as much as he does when we go out dancing.
I mean, I always had that. I mean,
You put
it's
a
not
very
nothing.
specific answer here.
Okay.
But I cannot share with her because she doesn't do that.
Do you want to know what he wrote?
What did you write?
Do you want to tell her? Or you want me to tell her?
You can tell her.
He likes
With the dramatic
Asian
effect.
cuisine, okay, and cocktails to follow. This is very.
Hey, I got half the answer right.
I like that Asian cuisine.
What is
Anything.
Asian cuisine? I don't even know.
Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese,
Sushi? Like, is that in that
Japanese. Yeah, that's
realm?
Japanese.
Yeah. Ramen, pho.
Not the pho. Yeah, ramen.
See,
yes.
I don't even know, like, where am I supposed to take it?
I can give you some
Okay,
recs.
you'll give me some
later.
recs after. Yeah, drop in comments
please.
some recs for us if you're
Yeah, if
watching
you're
this.
listening, give us some suggestions for your favorite date night. Sebastian.
I said anything bougie, organic, healthy stuff, or new restaurants that promote any wellness, shot, teas, coffees,
He wrote the word bougie twice in here. So you know.
and then a bougie Italian restaurant.
A bougie, organic, healthy food restaurant, or just bougie Italian.
Aw. I feel like bougie is the word we always jokingly use with, but I don't like the super fancy places. I just like the sort of modern, boho, clean, Cali, bougie tapas,
Super
like
fancy.
that realm. Like, you know
Yeah.
exactly. Like if
I
you
know what
come
you're saying.
eat with me a couple times, you'll get it.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't need to be ritzy or fancy or $100 per plate. Like, it just needs to be nice and cozy and.
But
yeah.
what did you put something different?
My favorite thing as I get older is to honestly just stay home and cook together. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. But I did also write or go to eat at some favorite new restaurants or even like eat at cool places when we go travel.
New
Or go
places, yeah.
dancing if she has energy.
Yeah, dancing if I have energy, but
That's every leap year. So yeah,
every leap year.
yeah. So this year was actually the one. We already burned.
We
that
already
card.
did that?
Yeah,
We did
it was
that
Yeah,
like-
you guys
last
just
week.
went dancing.
For
Yeah.
Sarah's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys are doing pretty well so far. Let's see how this goes. What is your partner's, this one made me laugh. What is your partner's favorite way to be pampered? Sebastian.
Right. Anything related to wellness, the massage, the facials, the rocking, the, I don't know, legs.
But what is my favorite way to be pampered by you?
Acupuncture.
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, you could go down a long list of ways I like to be pampered, but for sure.
Yeah, that's.
He had me at acupuncture.
Oh my God.
So
That's what's your name?
your answer for him was not anywhere close, but it made me laugh. So what did you say?
I said his favorite way to be pampered is his new skincare routine. That's pretty true. You have to admit.
No, it's just I.
He won't go to sleep
some-
unless he does it.
I have to.
Can you
You
tell
don't
us
have
real
to.
quick what you do for your skincare?
Korean skincare.
Okay.
Yeah, I found
I've
this.
heard that Korean skincare.
I don't know.
makes-
It started like I found like a cream and I was like, oh, actually feels good. Doesn't leave me like irritated and it doesn't feel dry.
Yeah.
So I start to just venture on the world of Korean skincare, and now I see it and I'm like, I've been so lost all my life.
He's anti-aged.
So do you
Yeah.
have like a whole? Is it like a step
Oh, hell
by
yeah.
step?
I
Oh,
have
yeah,
like
it's
a
more steps than I have.
22-step
Oh.
system.
No,
just
we're
kidding.
being dramatic. It's like
How long
5.
does it take you though?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that dramatic, but yeah,
So,
I use quite some.
We're loving the skincare, but that's not what you put here.
Mm-hmm.
What did you put?
How do you like to be pampered?
Go hit her.
Pizza day with video games. Does that mean that?
Which I don't let happen very
Does
often.
that
No.
mean that you want her to play video games with you, or just?
Yes, but she never does. She has already a
I don't know
bad.
if that's pampering or if that's just you know,
Sebastian,
indulgence.
That's both. Indulging some pampering.
but he also put aura massage, just so you know.
He has been going to massage just recently. I'll give him that.
Mhm.
But the thing he does every day is definitely his skincare. So I still feel like I'm right.
Okay. Even when she's wrong, she's right.
Yeah.
Okay, just leave it at that.
All right, number 5. You guys, you had this one 100%.
Wow.
Yeah. How many kids does your partner want?
Oh yeah, 2.
Dude.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah,
it.
it's easy.
Valentine's Day, stay in or go out? This was interesting to me. You put what for him?
I said he would go out.
And you said
No, I stay in. What are you crazy? I'm not going with everybody. Like
That's so funny
You like
to
how
me.
that's his reason though? That's his reason, not
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to take me out.
Yeah, just you don't want to do
He
it.
would
I don't
go.
wanna
He would
deal
take
with
me
it.
out on a different day for Valentine's.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
But he would still take me out.
I mean,
So
not
y-
Valentine's. I don't need Valentine's to be like,
Yeah.
I'll express my love for you because Valentine's.
And what did I say?
You said the opposite. Well, you said that he would want to go out and that you want to stay in. So y'all flipped it.
But what did he say for me?
Yeah, that.
You
say
said
in. In.
you said go out.
Oh, for me? Oh no, for her.
For
Yeah,
her.
yeah. Go out.
Why would I want to
So
go
y'all
out?
reversed it.
I want to
That
be
is
seen. I want to
Not
be
true at all. Yeah, I would stay in and cook like a Valentine's dinner
Yeah, that would
and
be
make chocolate covered strawberries.
I agree though.
Or
Like, you
charcuterie
know,
nights.
it's so crazy. There's
crazy.
people, crowds.
I'll give him that. I do feel like the last several years we've done charcuterie nights with the girls, or we make something in, and maybe like we go out on our date night a couple days later
to celebrate.
to celebrate.
That's a good compromise.
It's a compromise.
Okay, let's take it up a notch, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What does your partner find most attractive about you, Alexis?
So for Sebastian, what I find most attractive about Sebastian.
No, what does he find most attractive about you?
Aha.
I said what attracted him to me was my peach.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, that's right.
He
That's
got
one
it.
of the
You got it
things.
right.
Yeah, that's one of the things.
My
yes.
peach.
Yep.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
He was like, I need,
It's a very strong
I need
game.
this peach in my life.
Yes.
Sebastian,
Mm-hmm.
what did you say?
What do you think I said for you?
Acupuncture. The same as I did.
Physical quality.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, you
Um,
did say his soft acupuncture hands.
Ah, there you go. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Mm.
And you said that this was sweet.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell him what
Yeah.
you wrote?
I said your smile because it goes all the way to your eyes,
Mhm.
and your eyes have like a really pretty glitter when you smile, and of course your hands, yeah.
Oh.
But I love looking at your face, like it's just so sweet.
I like how we got like the cute, loving things, and then we got booty. Give me that peach.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I like
Let's
her
just
eyes.
keep it real.
I like her eyes. She has
Aw.
pretty color eyes. Yeah. Kind
My
of like
lazy.
caramel eyes.
He would say that. He would say, I love your caramel eyes.
I could.
And I'm
like
like, I love your caramel skin.
Yes.
All right. This one, I think there was a little misunderstanding, but that's okay. My question was, who would your partner say sealed the deal to make the relationship official?
Official.
Mm. Who goes? I did.
No way, Jose.
Yeah, I did.
He thinks he did.
Yeah, I did. How do we begin?
I guess
with
I guess it does come back to like what the question's asking, but I definitely asked this out on. I asked for his number. I
That's
asked him out on the
nothing to
first
do
date.
with- No, that's not sealing anything. I can ask
We
a
wouldn't
random
be here
person.
unless it was.
I can
of
ask
me.
a random person the number. Like, hey, do you wanna? Here's my number.
Yeah, but to be fair, I did ask for his number and I did ask him out on the first date.
So basically, she was the hunter,
And I did
you were
initiate
the gatherer.
and I initiated the first kiss. So three times.
Props.
No, it's just
Props.
again, it's like the first kiss was something just very
So why?
unexpected.
No. Yeah, I caught you off guard exactly. But why would you say you sealed the deal officially?
Because I asked you to be my girlfriend. Like,
Okay, so I will give him that. So he
Like
definitely.
literally, I asked. I never said like.
You said, will you be my girlfriend?
Yes, like if you were in
Aw.
primary school, like elementary school, like
Circle yes, no, or maybe.
yeah, exactly.
He just no. He was like, "Do we want to make this official and like not see any other people?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, what is your actual anniversary? I don't know this.
So we
my
met
God.
on 12/13,
Oh.
15.
but I would say like our real first. No, we met on the 15th. Yeah, sorry, the proposal was the 13th. There's a lot of days.
A
going
lot of
on.
dates.
But yeah, we met on the 15th, and our first like date was the 18th, and that's my favorite number. So I always tell him, let's do the 18th. But
You see what I
honestly,
have to deal
probably
with? Now I have to get
Anytime that week, really. I mean, it's the same concept as Valentine's.
Okay, when I proposed, when we met, the day we actually got together. So I have 13, 15, 18. So I'm like,
We're only gonna get more. The marriage date.
Yeah,
No,
technically, mine was technically May 10th, but I just liked 9th better.
Exactly. Girls are weird about their numbers.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
My number era.
technicalities.
Oh my God. I
It's the
remember
same
number.
week, same difference.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Back to question
9.
number 9. All right, let's see how this goes. What will your partner say your most annoying habit is? Okay. So, Sebastian, what did you think that her answer for you would be? What did you think she's going to say your most annoying habit is?
That I don't stress enough, maybe, or get worried about anything. I'm like,
You're
that's
very
okay.
nonchalant.
It's
you
really
said.
funny that he says that because it's like the opposite. But I definitely wrote video games. I'm shocked you didn't get that. Shocked. Dead.
That's touching my heart.
I think we're learning a lot here. I'm hearing that he wants you to play more video games.
yeah.
No,
And she's
with me.
wanting less
no,
video-
just with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she can do anything else except that. I'm like, what?
We've
why?
been over the fact that I have trauma about video games because my
Yeah.
little brother used to play when we were little and keep
Thank
us
you, son.
all awake all night yelling at the TV. And I was like, parents, can you do anything, something, anything? I would get so mad.
We need to
I had
wrap
like,
this.
parent the little brother. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, that's why I have trauma about video games.
Oh my God. And I never.
At least you're not yelling
yell.
when you play.
No.
He's much quieter, which I appreciate. That's
Do
why
you
I
hear
let
him
have it.
talking to the
And
computer?
usually he waits till I go to bed. Usually.
Mm,
Do
yeah.
you talk to the computer? Like, do you
He
talk?
talks to his
My
friends when
friends.
he's playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually
Yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
my
What's your
friend.
game of choice for your listeners?
It depends. League of Legends, computer. Well, recently that I finally got the PlayStation, Call of Duty again. But I wanted to expand more into like single game video games because that's how I grew up. Like all the video games I was playing by myself most of the time. And that's how I learned, like reading the subtitles and listening in English. That's how.
He has the opposite
Oh,
of trauma. He
interesting.
has a benefit because he
Yeah.
learned English.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but she's like, oh
One
my God, the
avenue.
video games.
I will say it was fun watching The Last of Us with you because
You'd
you
played that
played the
one.
game and you could kind of tell us some interesting things.
It was
Or
fun.
warn us if something scary was coming.
Yeah, that too. All right. And so, Alexis, you said what?
I said
What's going to annoy him the most about you?
that I'm always stressed out. For sure. My Bossian stress.
And he said specifically, you get worried and want things your way.
Yes.
That's pretty close. Bossy and stressed out.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, if she cannot have like the pillow this way, it's like, no, I don't want it. But
I can see that.
That's not true. But yeah, I would say since I'm a fiery Aries and like to be type A controlling, like he's a Pisces water and very chill, and that I like that because I need a chill person to calm me down and also just go with the flow with me because I'm like, I'm picking the dinner spot. Like, I want to do this.
Which is funny to me because I find it interesting. I am also that way. Like, I'm more go with the flow. I can be, like, specific about certain things.
I've
but
tried
like,
to be specific and be like, no,
You're
we
doing
go
you.
there. No, why are we picking that place? So I'm like, okay, you know what?
I told
I'm
him
still
that.
gonna
I told him
try.
that in the car on the way here, though. I was like, Whitney always makes me feel calmer.
oh.
Yeah.
But you're going to let him pick some Asian spots to add to the
I do
rotation.
let him
No,
pick
she
it.
doesn't
I do
even
let
like
him pick.
Asian
He
spots.
picked Moon Rabbit one night.
I've never been to Moon Rabbit.
Exactly.
It's good.
Okay, well, you'll tell me about this after.
It was good. It was good.
All right. So number 10, we're going to switch it up to a positive here. What will your partner say they admire about you the most? So, Sebastian, you said, what is she going to admire the most about you?
That thing exactly. That I'm calm. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that you're chilling, calm.
Yeah.
When she's like, yeah. I'm like,
I'm like,
okay,
help.
it's okay.
Help.
Yeah.
And Alexis, what did you say that he would admire the most about you?
That I care about people.
His
Okay.
answer.
No, actually, I like that you're relentless. You don't give up.
Aw. See, he likes my stressed outness.
No,
Yeah.
stressed out is one thing. That you are there.
Determination.
Yeah,
You
to
like
see
her.
the work done to
Yeah.
everything until
Yeah,
it's
like
done.
when we were filing taxes last year, I was like, I'm not giving up.
Yeah, I wanted to cry and eat a cookie. And
I
she
know.
was like, we need to keep going.
We need to keep going. We're almost there.
All right. Awesome. I love that. Number 11. Would your partner prefer a big house or unlimited travel?
I feel like we said the same thing.
Yeah, limited travel.
Travel.
Yeah.
You
for
let
sure.
me know it was a hard decision for you, though.
It's hard because I think sometimes people travel to escape, but I feel very at home with Sebastian. And so, like, home sometimes trumps travel for me. However, I think we've really wanted to go to a couple places together that we, maybe we'll kick off with our honeymoon and go and things like that. So I definitely think we're looking forward to some travel time in the next couple of years.
Do we know where we're going to maybe go on the honeymoon?
Yeah,
We
we're
have a
talking
list.
today.
Yeah.
What's in the top 3?
Mexico.
No.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
By car.
Spain, France, south of France. Yeah.
That would fit well with
Or
you,
something
south
beachy.
of France.
Yeah. South of France would be great.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
I love south of France. It's really beautiful. I love Spain, too.
Well,
Wherever
Spain,
you go.
yeah.
You can't go wrong.
I want to
you
go
could go
again
to both.
San Sebastian.
I haven't been to either, so
Put it on the list. Number 12. What is your partner most excited about for your future together? So, Sebastian, what did you think her answer would be?
Business together.
Alexis?
Aw, that was in the list. I think, what did I say I was most excited about?
You said, geez, all of it.
All of it.
A home, family, and business.
I put them in the order that they'll most likely occur.
Okay. It's very you.
Home, kiddos, business.
Okay. And
Oh.
Alexis, what did you think he would say?
Kiddos,
Bye.
kiddos.
Kiddos. Bye.
Are you most excited? What are you most excited about for our future?
No, I thought it was the business.
You personally are excited about the business?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, kids are awesome. But yeah, I know I'll be the
Him
single
and my
parent.
dad will never leave me alone about the kiddos. They're always like, when are we having kids? When are we having kids? I'm like, whoa,
Oh,
now.
we're gonna slow the roll.
I have to do that at work. So, like, let me, like, mentally prepare myself.
But we are gonna. Not we.
We want to have
you.
them at, yeah. We
You're
need to
gonna
have
make some really
yeah.
cute babies.
But we need to have our kids at the same time so
I
they can
agree.
play together.
play dates.
Oh,
Play
my
dates.
goodness, yes, that'll be fun.
Number 13. What will your partner absolutely not be able to go without in your future home together?
He will not be able to go without his PlayStation / video games.
No, I put more another thing. My man cave. Woo, woo.
AKA his man cave for video games.
You did say a video game room. Let's call it. You put man cave / video game room.
Yeah.
So let's call it what
Either
it is.
or.
Yeah, you can't say no. I got
Don't
the
shy
right
away
answer.
from the
Yeah.
truth.
Okay. What did I put for you?
Okay, what did you think Alexis would say?
the yoga or home office?
Yes. So on a small scale, I said there will always be chocolate in the house because we all know that's my favorite thing on the planet. However, from a like layout perspective, yeah, like a room for us to record yoga or even just for me to work on the business that's, you know, not in the main living space.
Like a separate
Yeah,
space.
like
an
somewhere I
office
can create
recording
an
space.
energy and
Yeah. With chocolate.
train clients
Around
on a
you.
call. Yeah, which, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Number 14, last question, just a quick fun one that I threw in here. Dogs or cats as future pets or no
Easy.
pets?
Easy. Dogs.
Dogs. But you would say dogs too.
Yeah,
we would say
Alexis,
the same.
You said he doesn't want any. And Sebastian, you got specific.
Yes.
He does want a dog, but what kind of dog do you want?
Sharpei.
No.
Yes.
Uh,
Did you know this?
Yes.
Okay.
His preference is typically none because he knows he'll be the one taking care of it. I just want it to cuddle.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's I don't want that responsibility.
I want a
Like,
best friend.
oh, I want my dog. Oh, can you take him out for a walk?
But you walk all the time. You could take the
Not
dog
at
out.
9:30 when the dog is like.
Right. I do a
That's
daily
true.
walk so that he would come on the daily walk. But if it's in the middle of my sleeping time, I'm going to be hitting Sebastian to take
Yeah,
the
that's
doggy
right.
out.
Usually, though, they don't go like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like, it's like right before bed and in the morning. You'd have to wake up early, though, to take it out.
And I do wake up. I'm the early one. I'm the
Yes.
early bird.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it'd work out better than he thinks.
But
Well,
still. Mm-mm.
That was very enlightening for me to learn a little bit about your relationship. Did you guys learn anything interesting here?
A little bit.
I actually appreciate that he likes my relentless determination.
But why
I
not?
don't know that he's really truly ever like told me that. And,
Oh.
yeah.
No, because you're more stressed than anything.
Like he'll tell me I like that you care about people and stuff, but that one's new for me.
One takeaway here is it's no matter how long you've been together, this is a fun thing to do at home. You can come up with your own questions or use these or similar ones and like play a little game and make it fun, make it spicy for like a date night in.
I love that.
You know, you can always learn
Chocolate
more.
strawberries.
Yes,
Yeah.
over our chocolate strawberries.
I like it.
So that was super fun. And now we want to shift a little bit into advice for the audience. And first, we're going to kick off with talking about some things we think are really important for a successful, loving relationship and how to make your relationship stronger. And so I'm going to share, kind of coming off some of the things we talked about in the game. I'll share a couple of mine. Whitney, I want you to share a couple of yours. And then Sebastian, if you want to add, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I feel like, you know, after dating 3 or 4 people seriously and finding Sebastian, something I love is that he does tell me I'm beautiful whether I have makeup on or off. I think all women want to hear that they're beautiful because that's why we're seeking a partner, right? Like we want to look good for our partner, but we want to also know that you love us without the makeup. Because I just feel like so many people wear so much makeup these days. I'm like, y'all, you're beautiful the way you are. And then I do really think it's important to say good morning and good night. And we're pretty good at that. You know how sometimes that starts at the beginning of the relationship, like people text you, good morning, good morning, good morning, right? And then eventually that like fades and you're like, do they even remember me? You know, like, don't you agree? Like
Yes.
sometimes in relationships that fades, but I think we've maintained that. And on top of saying like good morning, good night, anytime we try, like anytime one of us comes home to like, greet the other person, like, hola, how was your day? Like, how are you?
Yeah.
And give each other like a kiss before we go back to doing what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I
And
would say
it's
that's
funny,
it.
I was just talking to my boyfriend, shout out to Ryan, about this the other day. You know, in the beginning, you know, when it's new, it's like you're talking to that person. Like we would stay up until like 2 a.m. talking to
Oh,
each
hell
other.
no. Oh,
But
no.
now, you know, it's like you're an adult. You're like, okay, I need sleep, or it's just not gonna work. But like we do this cute thing where every morning he'll send me like a little voice note in the morning and after work. Like we all, and sometimes at lunchtime we send each other little voice note check-ins. And it's
I
just like
love
a cute little
that.
thing. And we do it every day. So
Yeah.
That's good. That's actually a really
some
good.
daily consistent practice that reminds your partner that you're thinking about them and that you love them and support them.
yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. That's
So-
very solid.
Yeah. Another one I put was, for me, being able to communicate when things upset me,
That's important.
even when I know that maybe wasn't my partner's intention to upset me, I still feel like I need to communicate why it did so that it doesn't happen again and again and again, right? So, you know, I can't think of like a specific example.
Well, and like just when you're upset, it may not even be something that's like you can rationally talk about
Yeah.
the right or wrong, but you need to be able to express that and know that it's okay to tell Sebastian, or, you know, in any situation, whether it's romantic or a friendship, you need to be able to talk about stuff. Otherwise you hold it, and that's not healthy either.
Right. Like, I know there's been a handful of times where I've been like, hey, baby, it really bothers me when you say things like this or say this to me. And like, it just doesn't make me feel good, even if that's not your intention. And so, again, sometimes the tough emotional conversations are hard in a relationship. And I feel safe with my partner to be able to communicate and express so that we can get stronger.
Yeah, I cannot recall a time.
He's like, I have never done that before.
Yeah, I cannot recall a time.
Oh
Even
my
if she
gosh.
wasn't like a tantrum, like, I'm like, they're like, okay, well, everything good? Okay.
Well, there was like, you're a very witty person, like very funny, sarcastic, witty. And I think early on in the relationship, there was like a point where a lot of the jokes were around me. And at some point I was like, I don't want all your jokes about me, because all jokes have some element of truth, and that's
Oh my
making me
God.
feel bad
Yeah,
about
she
myself.
was thinking like I was
Yes.
messing
But again,
with-
it wasn't his point. It wasn't his intention. But I was just like, can we like change these up so they're not all about me?
she had a thing that she used to say, like, whenever it was, I remember now, like a joke or something, like, give me 10 seconds. I'm like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Countdown.
Yeah. 'Cause
Like,
I'm like,
ready?
okay, I know he's not trying to make me mad, but like, let me just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then of course, from that, it's also being able to say sorry. I can't tell you the amount of guys I've dated that do not know how to say, I'm sorry. Because their ego won't let them say sorry because they think they're right or not wrong, or they didn't do anything wrong, which, again, I'm agreeing that maybe your intention wasn't to do something wrong, but that's how it made me feel. And can you meet me halfway and be like, I apologize for making you feel this way. It wasn't my intention, and I'll do better next time.
Were we dating the same guys?
I know, right? Like, I'm looking for like a compromise. Sorry, you don't have to
Yeah.
be like, what I did was 100% wrong. Like, right? Like, I don't need you to like get down and beg. I just need a middle ground. Like, you understood me and you heard me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do that, but okay.
You've gotten
Yeah.
better. You've gotten
But
better.
like we all mess up, we all
We all
make
mess up.
mistakes. We're human, so to be able to like talk to each other and say, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, like I should do better next time, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, we're pretty good at like saying that and then moving on. And
Yeah.
his energy is really good to be like, let's leave this. This is not going to be important tomorrow. Like, it's fine. Let's move on.
Yeah. What do you think? Some other one, Sebastian, that you would say?
Like, just acknowledge their emotions. Like,
Ooh, that's good.
It's not about just brushing them aside. Just acknowledge it and not make it personal, because it's not against you. Probably it's just in spite of you, but it's trying to communicate how that person is feeling, but not finding the right words to say it. So
Yeah.
just acknowledge it and be like, okay, they're there. Okay, go.
There it goes. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that works.
And to go along with that, I think just being honest,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be scary to be honest, but none of us are mind readers. At least I'm not, and it's important to be able to talk to each other about what you're feeling, what you're going through, what's happening, and anything that's coming up for you. Your partner should probably be aware of that.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women that, as well, as you say, like, tend to just hold things inside. Where something happens, like, the typical thing, like, what's going on, baby?
Nothing. I'm fine.
I'm fine. But that's when I challenge you to ask yourself, why do you feel like you can't tell your partner? Is that a healthy relationship if you don't feel safe to be able to be honest?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because you're overreacting. So it could be a self-reflection, or it could be not a good relationship.
True. Or, like some people have trouble because of past issues or past relationships they've had, and that's something maybe you work through in therapy or on your own time, because we all have self-work and healing that can be done. And
I agree. Yeah.
know?
Like, what's it called? Like reflecting something in the past onto your partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you don't have to think it much. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go in 100% with the person and you're already giving your 100% and something goes wrong, it's like, okay, it's not your fault. I mean, I
Yeah.
did my everything. I gave my everything. So that's when you can say, okay, it's not on me. Maybe that this person,
We were meant to
like,
be.
like, for example, what I say sometimes, like, everybody can be a sweet peach, but nobody likes peaches. You can be a pineapple or strawberry, Nobody necessarily will like you, so you can be the sweetest peach and still not be fond of any person that comes your way. So that's another thing. Like I've seen it with every person I've ever met, friend, male or female, or partners along the way. If it's meant to be, yeah, you just go with it, and if at the end of the day you don't feel it, just
Move on.
Yeah, move on.
Well, and I remember my aunt gave me a good tip around like nobody's perfect, right? So like choose the flaws that you're willing to compromise on because nobody's perfect. Like everybody has like a pet peeve or a flaw or something, right? And if you can accept that, like, and she said it in regards of like, if you love 90% about them and there's 10% of things that bother you,
Yeah, it's true.
you should probably stick with it because nobody's going to like surpass 90%. You know what I mean?
And if you're looking for perfection, you're going to be looking forever.
You're setting yourself up for, failure.
And that's another thing. I think I've heard this or read this somewhere, and I think people have the capacity to love, not how you would like to be loved, but their own capacity to love you. So if you're expecting to be loved the way you want to be loved, it's never going to happen because everybody loves different in a different way and their own capacity of loving.
But you'll probably be attracted to somebody who does meet those needs of what you're looking for at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do want to touch on a couple of these before we move to self-love. So we also, like the game, we wrote down quality time is important, like spending time with your partner, like, you know, one-on-one and date nights, you know.
And let me add, because this is another thing that I talked to Ryan about recently, because he's really big, and I'm working on this, but I'm not perfect, obviously, but when you're with somebody, it's not just being together, because you can be together and not really be together. Like we know, when you look at any given, you go into a restaurant and you see people together, what are they doing?
On their phones.
They're on their phones. They're together, but they're not really present because they're constantly, their mind's running and they're elsewhere. So like one thing, like if I'm on my phone or looking at my phone, I know like it upsets Ryan, and rightfully so, because he wants to feel like that's our time together. So like just really being able to like unplug and take that time with your significant other, doing something you enjoy, whether it's cooking at home, movie, date night, whatever, something you can both enjoy.
Yeah, and we can 100% agree with you on that. Since we live together, a lot of our like time together can be us working on separate things. Like I'm working on Wellness for Hugh, he's working on his client stuff. And so sometimes it's good for us to get out of the house and do a date night so we can have like a, what are you proud of yourself for this week? Like, what are you looking forward to? Like, how's it going? Like, what's on your mind? Like that kind of conversation, like
And connect.
presently, and connect without all of the distractions in the house.
Yeah. To find that balance.
Yeah, but you got to find it. But
It is important
All
to
things
date,
in
that's
moderation.
for sure. Like to date your own partner. Otherwise, you'll be like, okay, we'll see you at home.
yeah,
Okay.
never stop dating your partner.
I love that. Never
Yeah.
stop dating your partner. That's good.
I love that.
Even if you've been married for 50 years, keep dating.
I don't know if my knees will be willing to go further, but yeah. I'll try.
I think the last one two. Let's do two more. I want to look at maybe 5 and then 9. So I said balancing each other's strengths and weaknesses. So one reason I think we would be really good at opening our own business is because Sebastian's, great at his craft and I'm great at managing. So I can help do all the management stuff in the background, but he can do the people, the acupuncture, the things. But it's kind of just like recognizing like what your strengths and weaknesses are that make you a good team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs that leg that is falling short. And if your partner has that one strong, that's perfect.
And it literally goes with what we said. Like, I can be very fiery, controlling, bossy in a good way, determined, and y'all can be very calm. So, like, us being business partners and us being significant other partners, right? Like, y'all balance my weakness, which is not being able to be calm. I can be calm. Like, you turn friends on, and I'm like...
She zones out.
Or, like, stick some acupuncture needles in me, I zone out.
God.
It's good. I like to see you like that sometimes.
Yeah, me
It's like,
too.
okay.
She's recharging. Look at her.
Let
Look
her
at her
recharge.
recharge.
Leave her alone.
Let her, yeah.
Don't talk to her. Just leave her
Come
be.
better. Just let her be.
And then the last thing I love that you wrote that we kicked off with is understanding the other person's love languages so you can, try to love them in a way that they receive really well. So, yeah.
That's good. Good job, baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can end on that note.
Okay, let's talk real quick about some of our favorite. We've talked about how you can love each other, significant others, but what about self-love, right? You may not have a partner, or you're single and fabulous, whatever the situation, or maybe you've been married or you're engaged, you're with someone. That doesn't mean you stop showing your self-love, because you got to love yourself to be able to love others, right? So let's talk about that. I think we all agree on most of these. Movement.
That's our favorite, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the best ways just to show yourself, your body,
to
your
feel
mind.
better.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, if we haven't gotten movement in for a couple days, we'll start to be cranky to each other. So
Yes.
it's taking care of yourself, and self-love helps you be a better person to others.
People always say I'm so sweet. I'm like, well, don't catch me after a week of not moving.
The calm is out the window at that point.
Not good. Meditation, prayer for me, like those are really important to calm my mind and to feel centered.
And movement and meditation are two great ones you can come to our Wellness for Hugh events for. We integrate those into almost all of our events.
Shout out.
Shout out to Wellness for Hugh.
And then you're really good at journaling. I like to
Sometimes.
journal, but I feel like I digitally journal more than I handwrite journal these days. But I do want to get back to handwriting journal. Yeah. If I start handwriting, I start writing a to-do list.
She's like, she segues.
Yes. I've seen her do that.
But that's
one
a
thing that
great
I
way
learned
for
to
others.
be able to center your mind is you can do what they call the dump. And you take 5 minutes, even set a timer, because that'll keep you on task.
That's a good point.
And write down anything on your mind, that like a to-do list, anything that's come up, anything that you're worried about, thinking about. And then at the end of that 5 minutes, you take that and you put it over here and you just start journaling what comes from. I actually got that from the pastor at my church. Shout out Pastor Kevin. But yeah,
Hallelujah.
You could do that to help you center yourself so you can then go back and write clearly.
Do you ever feel like you've been a journaler?
A journal in my
It's
head.
a girl thing.
Yeah. No,
journal
I
in my
think it's good. But for example, I tell my patients I've been reading is that kind of like in the lines of what you said, but if you're overthinking and you're over expressing stuff, even if it's irritability or anger or frustration, what I tell them is write it down in a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be your bougie journaling books, just a piece of paper. Just write it down as if it was a story, and then read it back to you, like if it was a character or something, and then you'll learn to see the reason and the why, and you'll be like, oh my God, this character is so stupid. Okay, why am I thinking like this? Tear it apart, that paper, throw it away. Out of sight, out of mind. And a lot of my patients have been saying that that's helping a lot with the overthinking.
That's
So
good.
it can work. Haven't
Yeah.
tried it. I mean,
And how at our last event, for example, we wrote down something you want to let go of, and then we burned it in a fire. I really enjoyed that activity, similar to what he's saying. And we've also done a couple where we've written down like affirmations or mantras. And then I like to sometimes draw. I'll be thinking about what I want the business to look like, or what I want our home to look like. And I'll just kind of draw it to set the vision, because you never know how that'll help you manifest, like looking for things.
That's good. I like that. I didn't know you liked to draw. Something new
You've
I've learned.
seen me draw stuff in my journal. I wish I would have brought it.
I want to see some of your drawings later. Okay. I think
We would all agree.
I'll love all of these things. Obviously, acupuncture, facials, massages.
Something that calms your nervous system. So self-love does often look like self-care. So all those things you just said are one way to give yourself some of that TLC time to really calm your nervous system.
Yeah. I like a good nap with the kitties.
I wrote down too, I like to light a candle.
Oh, I love candles.
We did the candle making workshop, and the wick is the kind of the crackly one. And so when we light the candle, it literally feels like we're sitting around a bonfire watching a movie, because you can just hear it be like crackle, crackle, crackle. And I'm like, this is so
I
calming.
want
I feel like
that.
it's a fireplace.
I love fire
I know,
pits,
me too. Something about a candle, especially at night. Like, I don't want the bright LED lights on, or
Yeah. And for me, you put this for me because you already know. Taking a bath is also like bubble bath.
Yeah.
Or, you got me this for Christmas, the little
bath salts.
the bath
fizz.
salts. I don't know. I wish I could remember the name of it.
I got them from Panera, which is on White Oak. Super cute shop. I don't remember the name of the actual.
I know it's a Japanese product, but oh my goodness, my skin was so silky smooth after that bath.
Asia knows their thing with their skin.
They know their things.
They know their stuff.
Anything else?
I think we can all agree healthy eating.
Healthy eating.
If you don't eat well, at least 80% of the time, you don't feel well. And it's hard to love yourself if you start struggling with diet or any of that. So try to be small, consistent actions, like, eating breakfast and lunch healthy. Maybe you have a treat for a snack and then focus again on a healthy dinner, right? Or eat healthy during the week, indulge a little on the weekend, right?
And on
Whatever
those
that may
days
look
you're
like.
like really craving something sweet and you're really craving it, do it. As
Eat
I
the
think
cookie.
I let Carly put that on her post.
Yeah.
Eat the cookie, have the cake, right? Like it's
don't
not
restrict,
indulge.
but be consistent in creating positive, healthy eating habits.
Yes, exactly. And we can't forget elastic leggings. Alexis got me hooked on these, and I love wearing them around my house. I always feel like I'm being compressed and just hugged in.
Yeah, so one of our other favorite ways to show self-love is just try some really cool brands. There's some really cool brands out there that have wellness or self-care products, and Whitney and I's recent obsession is the elastic athletic leggings because they help with lymphatic drainage. And so we just love the way they feel, how they make us, especially if you've been sitting for a long time, it'll help keep your circulation and your lymph going. So we call it wearable skincare or wearable self-care.
Right, is
And
that the one that has the little lumps?
The little beads.
Yeah. And it's been cold, so I've been like really leaning into wearing those a lot.
That's true, because we've all been feeling really stiff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Anything
cool
for you that you want to add besides your Korean skincare? 22 steps?
Self-love, self-care.
I mean, yes, movement, but more in the side of aerobic exercise. Like just, for example, when I play tennis or now that I play paddle with my friends, with Felipe, and we go play paddle, it's most about like just going out and have that social environment in between, because that also helps to your central nervous system to calm down. If you see people and interact with people in a good way and in a healthy way, like playing some sport, is always good.
And that's a good point to tie in things that bring you joy. Like he loves playing paddle, that brings him like a ton of joy. And, maybe that's reading a book or watching a movie or hanging out with friends or making bracelets with friends, like me and Cam did.
And video games.
Things
And
that
I
bring
mean,
you
like
joy.
that community that you mentioned, like that's what we're all about. That's what we do, is
So
we try to
true.
build that community for people, and it is really important. It's why so many people struggled during the pandemic, because we were isolated, and you have to have that sense of community to help ground you.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say about self-love is giving yourself grace. We talked about that on our team episode. Whether, that looks like needing to forgive yourself for something in order to move on. Maybe, you're holding regret or guilt about something. Give yourself grace. And then also, if you're overwhelming your schedule, if you've got too many things on your plate, take a break. Like pause, say no to some things to allow yourself some space to reset. So just, give yourself grace. I think that's an important one.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And you can always reset, take a step back.
And then you can show up as a better person.
Yeah. On that note, we wrote down a few quotes that we really enjoy. I have a couple that I know Alexis said are too long, so I'm going to save those later.
You'll have to come to an event for the long ones.
Y'all know I can be wordy sometimes. But, obviously I love, speaking from the Bible, let everything that you do be done in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. I love this because it's simple, but it's clear. If you lead with love, you cannot go wrong. Have enough courage to trust love one more time and always one more time. So believe in love. And of course, I got to quote my girl, Lucille Ball, love yourself first and everything falls into line.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything else, Alexis, you want to share?
I love that.
Anything else, Sebastian?
No, pretty clear. Love yourself first.
Congratulations, guys, on your engagement. Can we say that one more time?
Yeah.
Thank you for being there for us. You were there when we met the first day.
I got to be there when it happened. I felt the energy. It was palpable. And then I got to be there during the engagement, which was so special.
I love it.
And obviously I'm going to be there for the wedding. So it's going to be
Love
full
feels
circle.
like home.
Love
Yes.
feels
That's
like
what
home.
that's my quote.
And you guys at home, like whether you are with somebody special, or maybe it's a friendship. You're going to celebrate with friends for Valentine's Day, family, or you're just going to hang out at home and like take a bath. Do something that brings you love and joy, right?
Definitely.
And to finish out, because y'all clearly couldn't agree with what we're doing on Valentine's Day, what are you guys going to do this Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
Stay in, stay out, undecided?
Stay in.
So, well, considering it's in the middle of the week on a Wednesday, we will probably definitely stay in and then do something cute on the weekend. We have a couple of really fun events.
That's true, we do.
That we have coming up, Salty Girls Day and the candle making workshop. So that's kind of like our Galentine's event. So we're super excited.
So much fun things in my birthday month.
Yep.
There you go. We'll celebrate
Thanks,
you more.
guys, for doing this and for being here. I had
you,
fun.
Whit.
Thank you, Whitney. We love you.
Love you all.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.